Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanao Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Om Satchidanandarupaय Vishwotpattyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Nigamakalpatarorgalitam phalam Shukamukadamrutadrava samyutam Vivata Bhagavatam rasamalayam Muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavukaha Narayanan namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam Devim saraswatim vyasam ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं. समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः. परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेद व्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षे सूतमहामुने शौनकादृशिभ्यो त्रयादृशिभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो मत्स्यादिवतारेभ्यो आदित्यादिनवग्रहदेवताभ्यो श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तिदत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो आदिपराशक्तिमात्रे नमः. मातापितृ देवताभ्यो नमः. अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः. परब्रह्मणः श्रुतिमातुः समस्तगुरूणां देवतानाम् अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अतिशीघ्रगतिना अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं पुराण इतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं तत्कृते निष्ठितानां कंकणबद्धानां प्रयत्नं कुरुतां समस्त साधक साधुभक्तानां सेवकानां संस्थापकानां समस्त शक्तीनामवाप्तिद्वारा संपदानामवाप्तिद्वारा धैर्यवीर्य साहसादिवाप्तिद्वारा आयुरारोग्यैश्वर्य प्राप्तिद्वारा बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूल द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजय प्राप्त्यर्थम विश्वशांति कल्याण एकता प्राप्त्यर्थम अस्माकम् आयुरारोग्यक्षेमस्थैर्यादिप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणशास्त्रस्य दशमस्कन्धस्य द्वादशस्कन्धस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. आदौ दशमस्कन्धं. Friends, it's a delight, it is a festival if we can really make it, that every day we are contacting the Lord, touching the Lord, enjoying His leelas, knowing His glory, nearing to Him, allowing Him to bless us through these our beautiful Bhagavata Shastra efforts of studying it. Great sadhana it is. This alone is sadhana. When we are left with ourselves, if we are able to do it or not, but when we are committed in this way for such regular satsanga, we can believe strongly that entire Acharya Parampara, Guru Parampara blesses us for greater, better understandings and sadhanas. Thus may we all be blessed by all the Guru Parampara, not only in being regular in our Shastra Shravanam, but let our Adhyanam Shravanam lead to clear conviction that Bhagavan alone is our Laksha and Adhyatmika Sadhana and Jivanam is our Marga. And may we empower ourselves by our efforts. May we be empowered by the divine grace with all the required staminas, convictions, etc. to be able to regularly, sincerely walk on this path. All the Shastra Shravanams help us in this regard. We are in now the Dashamaskanda Purvardha Parayanam Adhyanam 46th chapter. In this we saw Uddhavaji is going to Nanda Gokula. How wonderful! Before that, the two topics. One, Bhagavan Krishna gloriously talking about great bhakti of Gopikas, their love for him, his love for them. Second, Uddhavaji is reaching and the great description of Nanda Gokula Vyasa there. Third topic, we saw how Nanda Baba has received Uddhavaji, narrating all Leelas of Bhagavan Krishna, how much he showed or expressed his Parama Prema to Lord Krishna as a son, Parama Bhakti to Krishna as a Bhagavan. These three topics we saw. Now today we will see as a reply to them, Sri Uddhavji talking about Bhagavan Krishna and Balrama's glory that they are Paramatma himself. With this, what will happen? One, for both of them, Balarama Krishna staying with Nanda Yashoda for so many years, remembering all that, instead of emotionally feeling non-positive, they can feel blessed that we lived with the Lord for such long time, or Lord lived with us for such long time. Second, that prema again instead of becoming emotion can become bhakti now, can become Krutagnata now. So that is how Uddhavji's prayatnam to give that the Tattva Jnana regarding Krishna Balarama to be Bhagavan only. Does it mean Nanda Adi don't know that, Yashoda? They know it, but two reasons. Because such long time they lived with Krishna as a parents, that prema bhakti habits are so strong in them. Second is this Vedantic Jnanam cheats us in such a way that it makes us feel that we have known it. But then actually seen, deeply we have not known or understood. If we have understood it now, we will never take the world as true or real. We never become samsari. Again, even for once, if the Vedanta Vijnana is Sunishchita Artha, clearly understood, or about Bhagavan's Tattva is understood. So they have information, but that has to become a stronger knowledge. In our case, also the same. Is it that we don't know that Sarvam Brahmamayam even after listening to so many Upanishads such a long time? Answer is yes and no. Yes, because we know it as an information. No, because we are not yet convinced about it. If convinced, our heart will be in that joy that Aham Brahmasmi. Then the whole Jagat is Bhagavan's expression. So when we are in the Utthana Sthiti, we will be in the service and love of the world. When we are in Nirodha Sthiti, we are one with the Brahman. If we have thoroughly understood. So that shows we have understood but not yet completely. Therefore, till that happens, we have to go on studying, listening. That is what we are doing. Same is the case of Yashoda Nanda also. So Uddhavji was sent by Krishna with that message. His job is to convey that. So here the bhakti leads to jnanam. Such all explanations in various shastras are proved in these episodes. Now let us chant from Sri Shukavacha 27 up to 49. All these 23 mantras we will study. Jitna ho sake, we will see the meaning. Om Sri Krishna Param Brahmane Namaha Srimad Bhagavata Mahapuranam दशमस्कन्दः पूर्वार्धः अथ षट्चत्वारिंशोऽध्यायः श्रीशुक उवाच इति संस्मृत्य संस्मृत्य नन्दः कृष्णानुरक्तधीः अश्रुकण्ठो भवत्तूष्णीं प्रेम प्रसरविह्वलः यशोदावर्ण्यमानानि पुत्रस्य चरितानि च शृण्वन्ति अश्रूणि अवास्राक्षीतु स्नेहस्नुतपयोधरा तयोरित्थं भगवती कृष्णे नन्दयशोदयोः वीक्ष्यानुरागं परमं नन्दमाहोद्धवो मुदा उद्धव उवाच युवां श्लाघ्यतमौ नूनं देहिनाम् इव मानत नारायणे अखिलगुरौ यत्कृतामतिरीदृशी हेतौ हि विश्वस्य च बीजयोनि रामो मुकुन्दः पुरुषः प्रधानम् अन्वीयभूतेषु विलक्षणस्य ज्ञानस्य चेशात इमौ पुराणौ यस्मिन् जनः प्राणवियोगकाले क्षणं समावेश्य मनो विशुद्धं निर्हृत्य कर्माशयमाशु याति परां गतिं ब्रह्ममयोर्कवर्णः तस्मिन् भवन्तावखिलात्महेतौ नारायणे कारणमर्त्यमूर्तौ भावं विदत्तां नितरां महात्मन् किं वावशिष्टं युवयोः सुकृत्यम् आगमिष्यत्यदीर्घेण कालेन व्रजमच्युतः प्रियं विधास्यते पित्रोः भगवान् सात्वतां वदहि हत्वा कंसं रङ्गमध्ये प्रतीपं सर्वसात्वतां यदा वः समागत्य कृष्णः सत्यं करोति तत् मा खिद्यतं महाभागौ द्रक्ष्यतः कृष्णमन्तिके अन्तर्हृदि स भूतानाम् आस्ते ज्योतिरिवैधसि न ह्यस्यास्ति प्रियः कश्चित् न प्रियो नास्ति अमानिनः नोत्तमो नाधमो वापि न ह्यस्यास्ति प्रियः कश्चित् न प्रियो वास्ति अमानिनः नोत्तमो नाधमो नापि समानोऽप्यासमोऽपि वा समानोऽस्यासमोऽपि वा न माता न पिता तस्य न भार्या न सुतादयः नात्मीयो न परश्चापि न देहो जन्म एव च न चास्य कर्म वा लोके सदसन्मिश्रयोनिशो क्रीडार्थः सोऽत्र साधूनां परित्राणाय कल्पते सत्त्वं रजस्तम इति भजते निर्गुणो गुणान् क्रीडन् अतीतोऽत्र गुणैः सृजत्यवतिहन्त्यजः यथा भ्रमरिका दृष्ट्या भ्राम्यतीव महीयते चित्ते कर्तरि तत्रात्मा कर्तेवाहं धिया स्मृतः युवयोरेव नैवायम् आत्मजो भगवान् हरिः सर्वेषाम् आत्मजो ह्यात्मा पिता माता स ईश्वरः दृष्टं श्रुतं भूतभवद्भविष्यतु स्तास्नुश्चरिष्णुर्महदल्पकं च विनाच्युताद्वस्तुतरां न वाच्यं स एव सर्वं परमार्थभूतः एवं निशासा ब्रुवतोर्व्यथीता नन्दस्य कृष्णानुचरस्य राजन् गोप्यः समुत्थाय निरूप्य दीपान् वास्तून् समभ्यर्च्य दधीन्यमन्थन् तादीपदीप्तैर्मणिभिर्विरेजो रज्जोर्विकर्षद्भुजकङ्कणस्रजः चलन्नितम्बस्तनहारकुण्डल त्रिशत्कपोलारुणकुङ्कुमाननाः उद्गायतीनाम् अरविन्दलोचनं वृजाङ्गनानां दिवमस्पृशध्वनिः दध्नश्च निर्मन्थनशब्दमिश्रितः निरस्यते येन दिशाममङ्गलं भगवत्युदिते शौर्ये नन्दद्वारिव्रजौकसः दृष्ट्वा रथं शातकौम्भं कस्यायमिति चाब्रुवन् अक्रूर आगतः किं वा यः कंसस्यार्थसाधकः येन नीतो मधुपुरीम कृष्णः कमललोचनः किं साधयिष्यत्यस्माभिः भर्तुः प्रीतस्य निष्कृतिम् इति स्त्रीणां वदन्तीनाम् उद्धवोगात् कृताह्निकः इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां दशमस्कन्धे पूर्वार्धे नन्दशोकापनयनं नाम षट्चत्वारिंशोऽध्यायः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण Vasudeva. Beautiful. After Sri Nandaji narrating all Krishna's Leelas, while doing so, expressing his prema bhakti, also the Ananda enjoyed by all the Vrajavasins. Everything was covered there. He was in such an ecstatic mood while explaining all that. So Bhagavan Krishna touched every bhubhaga in that Nanda Braja Bhumi Gokula Vrindavanam. The nadis, the rivers, the plants, the birds, the animals, the cows, the calves, the bulls, the old gopas, the gopis, the young gopikas, the children, what not. Bhagavan gave that bliss of his presence to all of them. So remembering all of that, what happened to our Nanda Baba, Sri Shukadeva ji is telling Parikshit ji. From that, today we'll see Sri Shuka Vacha iti. In this way, samsmrutya Nandaha. In this way, again and again, remembering Krishna Leelas. Krishna Anurakta Dehi. That Nandaha Krishna Anurakta Dehi. It itself is a Mahavakya. Who is Nanda? Krishna Anurakta Dhihi, whose buddhi antakarana is fully in his prema vatsalya to Lord Krishna. Has our mind become that? This is a Mahavakya. This is what is entire sadhana. Here Nanda is not the Nanda Baba, the Gokulka head. Nanda means the one who is happy, anybody. So in that way, if you interpret it, Krishnānunaktati Hinandaha means whoever whose chitta is fully in anurakti devotion to Krishna, he will be happy person. Reverse karo, the one who is not Krishnānunaktati, because he is anurakta to the world, he cannot be Nandaha, he will be Dukhi only. So Nandaha Krishnānunaktati. दोनों बातें, जो आनंद में है वो कृष्ण का भजन करेगा, जो कृष्ण का अनुरक्ति रखेगा वो आनंद में रहेगा. सो कृष्ण भक्ति आनंद गो टुगेदर. therefore you are miserable, कृष्ण अनुरक्त ही नहीं हुआ. therefore what happened? The dhi is anurakta to some vastu vyakti vishaya for some desire fulfillment which will never end. Therefore always dukhi in the asha, and in fulfilling the asha, you have put some effort, dukhi, because the phala has not come as per the asha. Continuously we will be miserable. On the other hand, your dhi is anurakta in Krishna. Krishna plays a magic. In that magic, he gives us a vishesha understanding in our intellect, in which we are contented with whatever is given to by Krishna to us as his prasada. Therefore, none of the things of the world or the people are desired even little. Therefore, the nirasha dukkha is gone. Second, already we are in the Krishna Anurakta. That prema, that bhakti to Krishna itself is the real ananda that is discovered. Again, I am repeating, the bhakti prema to Krishna itself is the ananda. Reveling in that ananda, that bhakta will remain always in that sukha. When this goes for some more time, Krishna Anugraha will reveal to us that there is one Parabrahma only everywhere. There is nothing other than Him to have any raga dvesha adi samsara. This is the beauty of this sentence. Nandaha Krishna Anurakta Dhihi is a Mahavakya. Therefore, whoever is Krishna Anurakta Dhihi, Nandaha. That is how a Jnani never cries. A Bhakta never cries. If somebody is crying, either he has not got bhakti or both of them he has not got. Therefore, any one of them, if we have, we are really free from the mukbandha of the dukkha. This is what we have to catch from that simple looking Mahavakya sort of sentences. In the story, Krishna ki Anurakta Nandaji, having narrated the stories of Krishna, he became so much bhavuka, emotional. That is story. But what is lesson for us? What is this one? Become in your dhi Anurakta to Krishna. Remember the Mirabais. Remember those Surdasas. Remember those Tulsidasas. Remember all those Sudhamas. Remember all those Gopikas whose dhi is Anurakta only to Paramatma. With all others, they have Vyavaharika Sambandha, and whatever the prema that Vyavaharika Sambandha requires to express, that they have. But they all have the Paramarthika, Tattvika, Prema, Anurakti only to Bhagavan. Remember it. We suffer in life only because of not having unconditional bhakti prema to Bhagavan. That lack of love is making us miserable. Come what may, create that prema bhakti anuraga. Put all the efforts for that. And the efforts are, we are studying in the 12th Skandha Bhagavatam. After this, you will listen it. नवदा भक्ति से भगवान के प्रति प्रेम का आनंद लेते रहे तो और दूसरे कोई भी दुख का कारण नहीं रहेगा. Because true prema gives ananda, because in true prema expectation is not there. When the expectations gone away, jiva bhava is gone away. When the jiva bhava gone away, ananda anubhava comes to us. These are the trickish tricks which have to click to our heart. And in this 4 5 sentences, 4 5 understandings only, entire bandha moksha are there. ज़्यादा नहीं होता। इन 4 5 चीज़ों को ही हमें एक दिन भरपूर समझना होता है। आफ्टर विच वी आर फ्री, वी एक्सपीरियंस द फ्रीडम फ्रॉम बंधन ऑफ दुःख, वी एक्सपीरियंस also the ananda of the prema to God. And same God is everywhere. Is it not? Therefore we just love all, serve all. Today you chant this mantra 27 times at least. Now we will do 11 times. Nandaha premanuraktadehi, 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 Nandaha premanuraktadehi. महावाक्य मिल गया आज हमको. The one who is anurakta in prema to Lord Krishna, he is in Nanda, or he is always in Ananda. So this is the lesson we learned. Now in the story, Nandaha Krishnanuraktadihi. Sorry, Nandaha Krishnanuraktadihi. We said Premanuraktadihi. Chalo. Again, bolo. Nandaha Krishnanuraktadihi. Nandaha Krishna Premanuraktadihi. Nandaha Krishnanuraktadihi. Nandaha Krishnanuraktadihi. Nandaha Krishnanuraktadihi. Nandaha Krishnanuraktadihi. Nandaha Krishnanuraktadihi. Nandaha Krishnanuraktadihi. Nandaha Krishnanuraktadhehi, Nandaha Krishnanuraktadhehi, Nandaha Krishnanuraktadhehi, Nandaha Krishnanuraktadhehi, Nandaha Krishnanuraktadhehi. The one who is Anurakta to Krishna, he is Anandi. Okay. Now story mein, having this way, remembering again and again Lord Krishna's Leelas with his buddhi totally soaked in prema to Krishna, Ashrukantaha Abhavatu. He has become Ashrukantha. Tears in the eyes, Kantha also became choked deru. Tushnima bhavatu. He became absolutely standstill. Prema vihvalaha abhavatu. He has become vihvala, restless with that prema that Krishna is not there in front. Prema hai, but Krishna samne nahi hai. Even these are also the symptoms of bhakti. Ashrukantaha, then Tushnim bhavatu, prema prasara vihvalaha bhavatu. Prema prasara vihvala means entire personality of him prasarita with the prema to Bhagavan Krishna. Now this is how when we continuously, truly, with the heart do the Sri Krishna Bhagavan's Gunagana through his Leela, this sthiti comes to us also. Keep on doing that. In that effort of that, as we are seeing in the 12th skandha, Lord starts staying in our heart more and more. The more the Lord stays in our heart, no place for the Kali Durgunas to stay. When all of them go, where is the Dukkha? And the Bhagavan gives Jnanam in which whatever is Nityam, that is Paramatma, we identify with it. Anything other than being Anitya, we are not worried when something comes or goes, something happens or doesn't happen. That's all. How there's nothing to worry. It's so the world is like it. In fact, in that prema, then the jiva is totally one with Bhakta Bhagavan. He is no more identified Dehadi Upadhi. Therefore, Dehadi Upadhi ko kuch bhi ho jaye, he doesn't feel that they are happening to him because the Deha Tadatma Ityadi are freed from. This is how the sadhana works when we do in giving us mukti from bandhana. तो अश्रुकंठः अभवत् तूष्णीम् अभवत् प्रेम प्रसर विह्वलः अभवत्. Now these words I am trying to explain without a little of experience also. That is how you are unfortunate, as I am telling you, to listen Bhagavata from me. But you can do your own effort of trying to feel what is the mood of Nanda Baba at that time when he was remembering one after the other Leelas of Bhagavan, Guna of the Bhagavan, Dhama of the Bhagavan, Rupa of Bhagavan, Nama and Bhagavan, each one is adding love, adding love, adding love. By the time he finished the last Leela, the heart is overwhelmed, overpowered with love. That he can't speak of. His whole body has become Vihvala with Prema. Then he becomes Tushni. He is a Bhakti Samadhi. Excellent state of that Nanda Baba. These are the portions, hundreds are there in Bhagavatam, which we have browsed through in our hurry to finish the study of it, leaving it to your discretion to find time, refer to those topics, revel in that. This is called Bhagavata Adhyayana, where we stop at very, very such beautiful places and try to understand and live that type of life. Then you may say, Nanda Baba to physically waha Krishna Avatara Kala mein the. You also imagine you only are Nanda, you only are the any of Gopikas. Who says not? Anyway, you are not this Deha and all. Maybe we may be there at that time, somewhere in Kida Makoda Katmal. Vange. You can become anything to be in the presence of God. These are all Bhava Samadhi, Bhava Dhyana. Good. Instead of misusing the mind of its capacity of bhava by doing the bhavana of the jagat, why not do of Bhagavan? Bhagavan being Satya, his Leelas being Satya. This is how we have to help ourselves. So he has become Tushnim, he was Prema Prasara Vihvalaha, he has become Autkantya, having narrated all Krishna's Leelas to Uddhava. What about Mata Yashoda? She couldn't even talk like Nanda Baba. The emotions of the females are much, much more. She was just listening. Double she's herself feeling in the heart because she had more proximity with Krishna because every day was there at home. ये नंद बाबा तो जाते थे अपने काम पे जहाँ भी, but Krishna was at home. And having heard all Leelas of Nandaji, Krishna told by Nanda, and some Leelas which even doesn't know her, she knows more. Remembering all that, she was also in that same mood. Therefore, Yashoda. Bhagavat Mahapuran ko Yashoda कहते. Yashoda Mata coming as Bhagavat Mahapurana. Because this is where Krishna Leelas are there. Yashoda Varnyamanani Putrasya Charitani cha Shrunvanti. Putrasya Charitani Varnyamanani Shrunvanti. Putrasya of the son Charitani Leelas Varnyamanani, when husband Nanda Baba was describing Shrunvanti, Sunte Ashruni Avasrakshit. She also had the continuous flow of the tears in the eyes, and being the female, for her the Vatsalya toward the Krishna expressed as Snehasnuta Payodhara. Snehasnuta means that prema in her made the breasts give that milk. Even though Krishna is not there, even he is grown even to some big age also. But the mothers have that Vatsalya. That cows also. When they remember the Vatsa, that intense love for that Vatsa alone makes the grass eaten by the cow as a milk in the body of the cow. What is the machine in the body of the cow which convert the grass into milk? We have to think. The machine is the Vatsalya for the Vatsa. The prema for that Vatsa, the calf. That converts. It's all like that. What makes my words become sweet to someone? My love for them. Like what makes my words harsh to someone? Because my anger to them. As we have emotions, so our words and etc. Many other physiological things also happen. So her prema to Lord Krishna expressed like this. Now tayoho of both of them, itham in this way, Bhagavati Krishna on Bhagavan Krishna, tayoho, who are they? Nando Yashoda yoho, of Nanda and Yashoda, anuragam paramam vikshya. Seeing that extreme anuraga, prema of both of them to Lord Krishna, having seen that Nanda Maha, UDDHAVA, Muda with himself being extremely happy, Uddhavaji spoke to Nandaji. He was Muda because he has no ego, he has no competition, he has no jealousy. He has not come here to prove that my devotion to Krishna is more than you. These are all the egoistic nonsense fellows do. If that was the character of Krishna, Uddhava, Bhagavan would have not sent him only, somebody else. So a bhakta, if he feels jealousy of others' bhakti, he is not bhakta at all. In general, a human being is not a human being if he is becoming jealousy of seeing others' progress. A human being should be enjoying when anybody grows. Anybody's growth, if I enjoy, I have already dropped or transcended my Vyashti Bhava and I become one with Samashti. You will never have problems in life. They're all very high level of Vedantic Vishayas. Atmopamena Sarvatra Samam Pashyati. They talk about this. In these slokas, this theme is taught. Therefore, Muda, he was extremely happy seeing their devotion. Uddhava is a student, he is a learner. So with every experience, he only learns. Bhagavan used him as if a teacher to teach his Sandesha to Nanda Yashoda and Gopikas. While doing that work of the Lord, he also is learning from them. They are not educated, they never studied Shastras and all, but all that is not required. Their Vasalya, their Prema is so excellent, and Uddhavji learns from that. Now, what he speaks is excellent. In this Tattva Jnanam, appreciation of their bhakti, everything comes. थोड़ा सा हम देखेंगे उद्धव वाच उद्धव जी says. He says, Yuvam, you both are ki noonam indeed, iha in this world presently, dehinam, among all the dehis, shlagyatamau, shlagyatamau, praiseworthy. Manada, O giver of respect to Krishna and me, and the deserver of all the respect, O Nanda Baba, you both of them are in the contemporary world, are most praiseworthy and respect worthy. There's nobody greater than you. Why? Because Narayane Akhila Gurau Yat Krita Mati Idrushi. Yat Idrushi Mati Krita. Akhila Gurau Narayana. On that Narayana, who is the Lord of the entire universe, towards him you have got this kind of prema bhakti yukta conviction in your heart. They are narrating the Leelas. But while doing so, toward the end, Nandaji said, ki as Gargaji told, Krishna Balram are devatas only. Therefore, the prema became bhakti now. उद्धव जी इज टेलिंग कि अखिल गुरु नारायण पे आपको इस तरह का भक्ति भावना बुद्धि में निश्चय के कारण हुआ बिकॉज ऑफ दैट यू आर दिस श्लाघ्यतम बाय दिस इज अगेन कन्फर्मिंग द कृष्ण बलराम आर भगवान ओनली नारायण ओनली as I said in the introduction once that is understood then the prema becomes bhakti then the dukkha becomes ananda and trupti and kritanyata. It is everywhere so. We have to do that. Even in any of the bereavements. That prema, if you can convert into krutagnata, then the viraha dukkha goes away. Like somebody gave me a lot of love. They left for any reason. Then when they leave, the dukkha comes naturally. Because we expect that love or anything for the long time to continue. But in the world, nothing permanent. That Vedanta is okay. But they have gone away now. But as long as they were there, so they gave prema. If that prema received is converted into gratitude, then the dukkha goes away. Like my parents, they can't be eternally with me. But as long as they are there, they gave so much. If I become grateful towards that, then the dukkha that they are not there now goes away. That's what we have to do all the time. Even 1 minute somebody came and gave us some sukha ananda, just be grateful. Thanks. नहीं वो पल भी नहीं होता तो is it not? And in the Vedanta is a prarabdha उतना ही होता है जितना मिलना है उतना ही मिलता है. That's all anyway we know. Any number of amount of Vedantic Jnanam, at the time of that dukkha, Immediately it can't help out. But slowly that knowledge only removes that dukkha. A person who is pakka in this Vedantic Jnanam, he knows in advance. Like anything starts, will end one day. So he is prepared. Therefore, it never gives him a shock when it happens. Oh, it had to happen. That's it. He takes both in same stride. Arrival of anyone in our life, going of anyone from our life. Arrival of any object, any power, any position, any sukha, any dukkha. जो आता है जाता है जाता है आगमाः अपायिनः तान् तितिक्षस. So Yashoda also was extremely happy and seeing that our Krishna Bhagavan Uddhavji says, you are Shlagyatama in the whole world because on Narayana Lokaguru you have such type of great Idrishi Mati. Mati means conviction. Conviction is only the selfless prema towards Krishna they have. And also understanding that they are Bhagavan's expression. Because Nanda Baba said कि ऊपर वह है ना कि मन्ये कृष्णम च रामम च प्राप्त यह सुरोत्तम सुराणाम महदर्थाय गर्ग से वचनम यथा. भगवान गर्ग जी का वचन था बलराम कृष्णार भगवान स्वरूप ओनली. हो गया. नाउ ही इज टीचिंग सम वेदांत. इंपॉर्टेंट. एतौ हि विश्वस्य च बीज योनि. These two, Balarama and Krishna, are the yoni and bija of the entire prapancha. Bija bhi chahiye, yoni bhi chahiye. Like the yoni is Prithvi, bija is whatever the bija you put, then it grows. So Krishna Bhagavan is bijam and Balarama is the yoni. With these two, Prakriti Purusha kaho. So Purusha is bijam, bija pradhana, then Prakriti is the yoni pradhana. From that only entire universe, 14th chapter. Mama yonir mahad brahma tasmin aham garbham dadami. Sambhava sarvabhutanam tato bhavati bharata. If this one shloka of Gita, 14th chapter, is thoroughly understood somehow, entire Srushti Rahasya is broken. Then there will never be a samsara. Mama yonir mahad brahma tasmin garbham dadami aham sambhava sarvabhutanam tato bhavati bharata. सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्त्याः तासां ब्रह्ममहद्योनिः अहं बीजप्रतपिता. सत्त्वं रजस्तमिति गुणाः प्रकृति सम्भव. Same thing said in earlier chapter also, 9th May, 8th May, 7th May. Gita is that way beautiful. We don't know when are we going to get a chance to study Gita with Bhashyam, but definitely it will not be in Telugu. You are listening English में भागवतम तुलसी रामायण अध्यात्म रामायणम उपनिषद विद भाष्यम और क्या चाहिए. इसमें रेवल करो. So बीज योनि एतौ. Clear? Ramah Mukundah Purusha Pradhanam. Here Mukunda is Purusha, Rama is Pradhanam. Pradhanam is Prakriti. Pradhanam is the name of Prakriti in Sankhya Bhasha. Okay, Prakriti Purusha dono hai. Anviya Bhuteshu Vilakshanasya. In different bhutas, they are the ones who permeate Jnanasya cha Ishataha Imau Puranam. They become the cause for that Jiva to become the Jnanavan. And these are Puranam Purushau. They are the eternal beings. Both of them. Prakriti Purusha is eternal from the Srushti standpoint. Advaita goes a step further. In the pure Brahma, Ekameva Advayam, even Prakriti also is not there. There is the only difference between the Sankhya philosophy and Vedanta Advaita philosophy. In Sankhya, they differentiate, they separate Prakriti and Purusha. They say Prakriti also eternal. In Vedanta, there is no Prakriti in pure Brahma. Vedanta has its own quotations of Shastra. So anyway, these Balarama, Krishna, the Prakriti and Purusha, cause of the entire universe. Now playing in this role of Balarama and Krishna for the particular cause. This knowledge has to come very powerful in us. Clear? Then same what is said in 12th skandam. इधर भी वही बोल रहे हैं. यस्मिन् जनः प्राणवियोग काले क्षणं समावेश्य मनः विशुद्धम. Pranaviyoga kala. At the time of death, Vishuddham Manaha, the calm, quiet, Sattoguni Mana, pure, anybody, Yasmin Samavishya Kshanam. Even for a moment also, anybody at the time of the death focuses their calm and quietened mind on these Bhagavans, Krishna or Balrama, Nirhritya Karma Ashayam, same thing there. Being get rid of all the karma samskaras, ashuyati, instantaneously they reach where? Param gatim. To that paragati, moksha gati they reach. Brahmamayaha arkavarnaha. Okay? To that Brahmamaya, Surya Kanti Rupi, Chaitanya Parabrahma Anubhuti they get. That is the Lord Krishna's glory, Balrama's glory. Now, Krishna Balrama played two roles. Together, Parakriti and Purusha playing the Leela of the universe. Therefore, they are said as two because they are seen as two. At the Advaita level is only one. Brahmamayaha Arkavarna. Pure Parabrahma Arkavarna is bright, brilliant like the Surya, but not the Surya's brightness or brilliance. Shuddha Chaitanya Shakanti there. This is what is Uddhavaji is teaching. Vasudeva, Nanda, Yashoda, Krishna, Balrama as a Paramatma only. Tasmin. On that Parabrahma Paramatma, who came as Krishna, Purusha, and Balrama as Pradhana, on him, Tasmin, Bhavantau, Yugo, Akilatma Hetau, who are the Hetu for all the beings, Karana of every beings, on him, Narayane, on him who is a Narayana, Karana Martyamurtau, the one who has taken human form for a particular Karana avatara. Bhavam Vidattam, you have such a bhava, devotion you have, Nitaram, continuous, constant, unbroken. Hey Mahatman, oh great Mahatma, Nandaji, Kimva Avasishtam, Yuvayoho, Sukrutyam. Is there anything more for you to do any other Sukrutya? Nothing remains. You have done the ultimate. See, सुकृत्यम किंवा अवशिष्टम योयो आप दोनों का अभी करने का कोई सुकृत्य है रहा बच गया क्या रह गया क्या नथिंग रिमेन्स यू हैव डन द बेस्ट ऑफ सुकृत्य okay so here one or two things what I want to mention is they took Krishna as santanam then they had prema slowly that Krishna is known as a Lord then it became bhakti. Not only the Lord as an avatara, they are, therefore they are Sakshat Parabrahma only, they have Jnanam. So Niswartha Prema led to Bhakti, Bhakti led to Jnana. This is what we have to do in our life. Yeah? Let us start with God only, like Nanda. Have Prema to the Lord, convert into Bhakti. By God's grace, a Guru will come and tell, the Lord to whom you are doing Upasana is none but the Parabrahma. The Kenopanishad. यत्स्तोत्रेण न शृणोति येन श्रोत्रमिदं श्रुतं तदेव ब्रह्मत्वं विद्धि नेदं यदि नोपासते हो गया now Nanda Baba asked will Krishna come here even once for that in the shloka 3 shloka mein answer that again after that Bhagavan Krishna's Mahima is told now he is no more seen as Krishna Sakshat Narayana or Parabrahma a very beautiful topic it is आई थॉट आई कैन डू ऑल आज क्या और 3 दिन लगेंगे इसको ये भी सत्संग हो रहा है अब मैं क्या करूं सो आगमिष्यति ही विल कम अति दीर्घेण कालेन नॉट वेरी लेट व्रजम टू दिस व्रज भूमि अच्युतः लॉर्ड कृष्ण प्रियम विदास्यते he will give all the love vitroho to you both of you bhagavan the lord satadampati the lord of all the Yadavas. So the Lord of all the Yadavas, the Lord, the Achyutaha, very soon he will come and make you both parents very, very happy. But remember, again you will have to go. So better have in devotion the Lord, finally established in the heart and have oneness with the Lord through knowing Brahman is Parabrahma and I am, Lord Krishna is Parabrahma and I am also the same Parabrahma. Think. When we think on these lines continuously, immediately it may not be appealing or clicking, but few months, few years when we do, slowly, whatever the obstructions are there, in understanding this truth, they go away. The obstructions are abhavana, asambhavana, viparita bhavana, ityadi. They start going away. Then we accept both. We make the Lord Krishna permanently stayed in our heart. Anytime close eyes, Bhagavan is seen, you are worshipping. It can be to such an extent that you can talk to that Lord, you can even get ideas from the Lord. अंदर से भगवान बोलते हैं, भक्ति से हो जाता. Second thing is what? We only transcend all our Panchakosha and discover the Parabrahma, that alone is the Lord Krishna also. This way we can do it. Then what are all these beautiful slogas? Let us revel in them tomorrow. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Bhagavata Sharanam Mama. Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama. Shri Suta Sharanam Mama. Shri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama. Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama. Shri Narada Sharanam Mama. Shri Kumara Sharanam Mama. Shri Brahma Sharanam Mama. Shri Vishnu Sharanam Mama. Shri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् ॐ स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्ति अयं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मा मुञ्चत कर्हिचित् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं द्वादशस्कन्धः आवासश्च निरोधश्च यतश्चाध्यवसीयते सहस्रयः परं ब्रह्म परमात्मेति शब्द्यते अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः श्रीशुक उवाच. Chant from verse 43. कलौ न राजन् जगतां परं गुरुं त्रिलोकनाथानतपादपङ्कजं प्रायेण मर्त्या भगवन्तमच्युतं यक्ष्यन्ति पाषण्डविभिन्नचेतसः यन्नामधेयं म्रियमाण आतुरः पतन् स्खलन् वा विवशो गृणन् पुमान् विमुक्तकर्मार्गण उत्तमां गतिं प्राप्नोति यक्ष्यन्ति न तं कलौ जनाः पुंसां कलिकृतान् दोषान् द्रव्यदेशात्मसम्भवान् सर्वान् हरति चित्तस्थः भगवान् पुरुषोत्तमः श्रुतः संकीर्तितो ध्यातः पूजितश्चाद्रुतो विवा नृणान् धनोति भगवान् हृत्स्थो जन्मायुताशुभम् यथा हेम्नि स्थितो वह्निः दुर्वर्णं हन्ति धातुजम् एवमात्मगतो विष्णुः योगिनाम् अशुभाशयम् विद्यातपः प्राणनिरोधमैत्रे तीर्थाभिषेक व्रतदानजप्यैः न अत्यन्तशुद्धिं लभतेऽन्तरात्मा यथा हृदि स्थे भगवत्यनन्ते तस्मात् सर्वात्मना राजन् हृदि स्तं कुरु केशवं म्रियमाणो हि अवहितः ततो यासि परां गतिं म्रियमाणैरभिध्येयः भगवान् हरिरीश्वरः आत्मभावं नयत्यङ्ग सर्वात्मा सर्वसम्भवः कलेर्दोषनिधे राजन् अस्ति ह्येको महान् गुणः कीर्तनादेव कृष्णस्य मुक्तसङ्गः परं व्रजेत् कृते यत् ध्यायतो विष्णुं त्रेतायां यजतो मखैः द्वापरे परिचर्यायां कलौ तदहरिकीर्तनात् इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां द्वादशस्कन्धे तृतीयोऽध्यायः श्रीशुकदेवोपदेशो नाम तृतीयोऽध्यायः. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Friends, with salutations to Bhagavatacharyas, Rishis, Munis, Gurus, Devatas, Krishna, Bhagavatarupi Krishna, and all the Dashavatara, to entire Bhagavata Parampara, saluting them the Narayana, the Brahmadeva, Sanakadi Muni, the Narada Muni, the Vyasa Muni, the Shuka Muni, all of them. Let us wholeheartedly salute, and then we are vigorously, relentlessly exposing our ears to all these kathas, Rama and Bhagavata ityadi. What is the summary of all that? Have faith in presence of Bhagavan. Have faith in the goal that Bhagavad Prapti through Bhakti and Jnanam alone is giver of the Mukti. Have faith in the knowledge that anything other than this pursuit is just creator of samsara in us. And have faith in this again. The knowledge, understanding that entire world in which we are running day in and day out, all that is having importance as given by us only, else other than the common, simpler than the simplest, Vyavaharika Satta, there is nothing true or real. With these maturities, weaning away from the world, okay, from all the wants, desires, at a higher level, even from the so-called responsibility, etc. Take only one responsibility, only one duty, that revel in the bhakti and jnana of Bhagavan only all the time. That is why in one Jivana Kala only, in that Vanaprastha purification, then after that, the suggestion given in our Sanatana Dharma to all human beings is take that sannyasa ashrama wherein you are not answerable to anyone, questionable by anyone, you are not having any more responsibility. Only one thing is you are responsible, you are answerable, or your kartavya is only the spiritual aspiration. Somehow, for whatever the reason, the joy of exclusively tuning and nearing to the Lord, all the human beings are missing, even we all Sanatana Dharmins. One need not take the sannyasa formally, but then a age should come in life where from within totally we seek only the eternal Lord through prema bhakti, through tattva jnanam. That thing without trying at least little bit, we should not leave our this deha. Else, all our manushya jivana lived is only of a not full use. There's no fulfillment in that life. So this is what we have to. In the another extreme, not only the Bhagavan is not remembered, Maya, Bhagavad Maya projected, the world is seen. It's the same Maya which projected the outer world, made that world look glittering. Same Maya appears as the mana in us, and we become slave to this mana, which sees through the Indriyas, the Jagat, and gets enchanted by it. Get deluded by it. And in the desire of possessing it, it starts doing everything which is uncalled for, unwanted. All that is called Kali Yuga. कलयुग में हम क्या होते हैं, बाहर के जगत को देखकर मोहित हो जाते हैं, अंदर के मन में भ्रमित हो जाते हैं और अटक जाते हैं. MBA, मोहित भ्रमित अटक गया. इन दिस वर्ल्ड वी आर ऑल MBA स्टूडेंट्स. जगत को देख के मोहित, नथिंग रियल, nothing substantial, nothing the same, and no chance of even bliss in that little, because everything jada. How can that jada, perishable, can give us sukha and ananda? But are we ready for this knowledge? You just shut up, Swami, let me embrace the world. That is called moha. Moha is running behind the habitual, running, not giving a chance to pause and think. Every accidents happen because of moha. And in our life, the entire life is accident only, because whole life we are living with Brahma Moha. Outer Moha, inside Brahma. Brahma goes away when we listen Shastra Jnana highly sufficiently. With this Brahma gone in the mana, the Moha cannot stay outside. Inner Brahma, that it is not a rope, created the outer snake. Inner Brahma, when it goes away with the knowledge of the rope, Where is the snake Moha? This is what we have to pursue. Let this knowledge go deep in our heart. This information. Let us work on that. Everything else I am keeping aside. What is said in Shastras regarding these two, the Bhakti Saranagati and Jnanam. Let me reach the acme of it. वहाँ जाकर फिर मुड़कर देखो. Everything is appears either as Bhagavan or not at all there. Till that time, we only are always under influence of inner Brahma and outer Moha. Do all those things which are not sanctioned or allowed. They are put together is called a Kali. And each of them is accounted and accordingly the punishments are given. Even punishments also are unreal. But then the papa is done really, therefore punishment also is real. Like in the dream, the theft done also is unreal, and we are caught and beaten by police and put in jail. Also unreal, but both are experienced as real at that time. In the delusion. In the delusion of or ignorance of we being the waker. So in this way, again and again, this line of thinking when we maintain, then the undue value given to the world slowly gets reduced, Kali goes away, then the required value to the divine grows, we become slowly Bhakta and Jnani. So here, towards the end of his discourses to Raja Parikshit ji, in that place of thousands of gathered, Sri Shukadeva ji is giving last pieces of advice or sadhana, not only to him, but to all of us. Only one or two things. Make the Lord established in heart, give him the full responsibility, and ask him to remove all the Kali Kruta dosha in the form of convictions in the heart, in the form of emotions in the mind, in the form of actions at the body and senses level, in the form of positions in the form of the worldly things and beings. When we ask the Lord, He will do it. Once all that kachara is gone, we are in pratyaksha darshana of the Lord, in Saguna Rupa or in the Nirguna Atma or Brahma Rupa. So only these two we have to do. Make the Lord seated, established in our heart permanently. ये भगवान बैठ जाओ. चाबी मतलब पूरा मेरे जीवन का डोर हम आपको ही दे रहे हैं, संभालिएगा. It is not as imaginary as we see. It is true. We can call Lord, make him established in the heart, give our life's responsibility to him. He will see to it that all Kali is removed, all experience is gained. Our divine. If it is not true, how can Shukadev tell this is the last lesson to Parikshit in front of such hundreds and thousands of people? How can be made in the form of book by Vyasa? How it can be passed on from that time to now? In every generation, everybody might have doubted it. बट डाउट शायद ठीक है, बट प्रैक्टिस करके उन्होंने उन सबको सत्य के रूप में ही पाया होगा. दैट इज हाउ विदाउट एडिटिंग द नॉलेज वेंट ऑन कमिंग अप टू अस. व्हाट इज द नॉलेज? दैट वी कैन मेक द लॉर्ड एस्टैब्लिश्ड इन आवर हार्ट, वी कैन गिव हिम द चार्ज, we can request him to remove Kali dosha, he will remove that. Then in the absence of Kali dosha, in that Shuddhanta Karana, entire Jagat appears as Ramamayam, Krishnamayam, Shivamayam, Matrumayam, Brahmamayam, Anandamayam. सर्वम भगवानमयम. भगवानमयम भी नहीं, भगवान ही है. भगवत स्वरूपम. Maya again is Vikara. Tomorrow we'll see in our morning Taittiriya version. Why each of the kosha is called as Maya, Maya, Maya. Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manamaya, Jnana, Anamaya. Then Brahma is not Brahma Maya, Brahma is Brahman. So in this conviction that now we want to make the Lord establish in our heart, when we ask question, what are the sadhanas to be done? Here we are given 4 sadhanas to be done with adara. Adara word means nahi karna, adruta. So among that 3 sadhanas almost we have touched. And among the 3rd sadhana, as I told you, the 6th thing, luckily in the words of Uddhavaji also we heard in our earlier class, here also in the introduction, we just, without knowing that this is what is the thing with which we concluded yesterday, we have done that also. What are those 4 sadhanas? Chant this mantra, Number 46. Shrutah sankirtito dhyatah पूजितश्चादृतोऽपि वा नृणां धुनोति भगवान् हृत्स्थो जन्मायुता शुभम. हृत्स्थः भगवान् जन्मायुता शुभम नृणां धृणोति. Be clear about the second line's meaning. Of human beings, the hurstaha ashubham, the entire impurities that are there in the heart, gathered from 10,000s of lives, means uncounted lives, all that Bhagavan dhunoti. Dhunoti means he washes them, cleans them, removes them. Hrutstaha Bhagavan. And how to make the Lord establish in our heart? 4 sadhanas. 1. Shrutaha. Shrutaha should be taken as all jnanendriyas should function only for him. Main of them is ears. The more through ears we listen to the Lord, whatever is heard through ear only goes into the heart. Whatever is repeatedly heard, that all enters heart. Therefore, we want to make the Lord establish in the heart, one Shravanam, Shravanam, Shravanam. जिंदगी भर श्रवण करो बस, पागल बन जाना सुनने के लिए. छोड़ोगे तो दुनिया सुनना पड़ेगा. Then dunya will enter into us and Maya will enter into us. Shrutaha, exhaustively we discussed. Second one is Sankirtitaha. Sankirtanam, Kirtana is done by Vani. Vani is a pratik of her, all jnane karmendriyas. But mainly, second thing is the Vani, because of which also we make the Kali enter into our hearts. Because we either initiate something or somebody asks us, we talk something. People should know for certain one thing about us, that this fellow, if he talks only Bhagavan. He doesn't talk anything. That's called Sankirtita. Anything you ask, anybody asks, क्या है वो बात बाद में करेंगे, पहले भगवान का कथा सुनो. यदि भाग जाएंगे लोग. Is it not? वो भाग जाएंगे, फिर पत्रकार will come and they do your free publicity. Here is this great Babaji after listening to Bhagavatam, other than Bhagavan is not listening anything. Then all the bhaktas come to you. है ना? हमारे पास भक्त लोग आना चाहिए, वही संसारी. Samkirtitaha, samyak kirtitaha. Samyak matlab bali bhanti. Bali bhanti means with awareness, with devotion, with alertness, with continuation. Bhagavan's Samkirtana we have to do. Always. Either listen or go on talking. Listen and talking. Wonderful. Then these two lead to the third level of achievement. In Shravanam, our efforts are less. Because somebody else is talking, you are listening. But in the Kirtanam, our effort is more because we have to do Kirtanam. Therefore, Kirtanam is more greater and deeper sadhana than the Shravanam. But it starts with Shravanam. Because of what you will do Kirtanam if you don't know the knowledge which is gained only through Shravanam. बिना सुने कीर्तन का आपका डेटा मसाला कहाँ रहेगा? Therefore, without Shravana, you can't be Kirtana. So, whoever are doing Kirtana, Katha, Tattva or Bhagavata, they might have heard in this life or in earlier life aplenty. Therefore, they have sufficient data to do the Kirtana in this life. You are listening now. Agle janam mein you all must be, I can imagine you, each one seated in a huge Maha Gaddi. क्या नाम दूं उसको, जो भी आपका नाम है, 10000083569, and in front of you the crowd, the entire universe of all sthula sukshma karana jivas there, ready to receive blessings of your lectures to them. Good image, अच्छा है ना? I'm image. So you listen करके slowly we become capable of kirtana. In this life we may not do because घर वाले मानेंगे नहीं. So many reasons. But second sadhana is कीर्तन करो. अपने आप में कीर्तन करते जाओ. छोटा सा. I am talking about the big कीर्तन आप लाखों लोग, but अपना कीर्तन करो भगवान का गुणगान का. Anybody you meet, just talk to them. This one thing we have to learn from these stupid Christians. एक दिन सुन लेते हैं, अगले दिन बोलना शुरू करते हैं. What masala they do, I don't know. हम तो 20 साल से सुनते हैं लेकिन बोलने को मन नहीं करता, शुरू नहीं करता. And remember, only when you start speaking, that you will start how to speak. You will know how to speak. Don't speak to me. स्वामी आज बहुत हो गया आपका, हम आपको सुनाते हैं. तेरा तुझको अर्पण. Find Sankirtitaha. And Sankirtana is not lecture baji. भगवान का भजन करो. Okay. Idea is what? Our karmendriya called Vani should be engaged only in Bhagavan. So much that it should not find time or energy to talk about Kali again. You know, children and the mind are same. Notorious. Give them freedom. आपको तो इतना तंग करेंगे. The only thing is what? Mind means our own personality. Give them so much of the work that वो कर करके थक जाके सोना चाहिए. That's why I'm very happy in today's world of education system that so much of pressure is put on the children of study. Very good. Even after that, these stupid fellows do so much of rakshasatva. अगर उनको उतना भी फोर्स बर्फ नहीं करोगे with the devilish mind, how much of havoc they will create. I thank all the schools, colleges where they children को ऐसे रगड़ रगड़ के रखते हैं. Don't give them freedom. अच्छी बात है. Otherwise, time given, children are arrogant, not listening to parents. Parents have no guts to tell them. Government never takes care of them. उनको responsibility है ही नहीं. They want completely full-fledgedly produced children. They want productive means useful children as employees. How to make them like that? Where is government taking all cares? तो children नहीं, teachers care नहीं करें, बच्चे parents नहीं करें, even government नहीं करेगा तो बिगड़ ही जाएंगे. तो keep them extremely busy. मरने को फुर्सत नहीं होना है. So too with our own mind, our own personality. This is the only way to escape Kali. Let it click to us at this very moment. आज से 26 फरवरी 2023 एक क्षण भी मैं छोड़ूंगा नहीं. मेरे को करते ही जाऊंगा श्रवणम कीर्तनम स्मरणम इतना कि मेरा समय इसी में व्यतीत हो जाए. So that I am not victimized with the outer Kali. So Kirtanam is said. Third one we have seen here ki Shravanam Kirtanam Dhyataha. So Dhyanam is Smaranam is same. Yesterday, day before talked about the Bhagavan ka Rupa Dhyanam, Nama Dhyanam, Rupa Dhyanam, Leela Dhyanam, then Guna Dhyanam, then we saw the Dhama Dhyanam. It's a beautiful thing it is. You have seen all the 6 Dhamas we talk about. The Dhama 1 is Vaikunta Adi. Dhama 2, the big pilgrim places of the Lord. Dhama 3, Lord near your own house in the form of temple. So, 4th Dhama of the Lord is in your own puja room. 5th is your own heart. 6th place of abode of Lord is heart of everyone. हमको ऐसा प्रैक्टिस करना है भगवान के धाम का ध्यान. So this is how the 5th dhyanam we spoke about. The 6th dhyana is Bhagavan's Swarupa dhyanam. Dhyataha means once in a while we have to do the Swarupa dhyana. Daily ek baar, do baar, teen baar, Sat Chit Ananda. So everything is Rupa Nama. They are continuously changing. The substratum on which they are changing is Sat Chit. बस इतना बोलो. धीरे धीरे वो अवगत होकर वो सटल सतचित क्या है और गहराई में समझ आने लगता है. One day it will click to us. It Satyachit can never be objective. It has to be subject only. Then the inquiry of the Satyachit behind every Rupanama, which was objective inquiry, becoming the subjective search now. Is it not? The world is Rupanama. Rupanama are based on Satchit. Satchit के ऊपर Rupanam. But this Satchit को पकड़ना किधर है? Why don't outside? I also have the देहेंद्र मनोबुद्धियादि पंचकोशासना. हाँ, ये भी सतचित के ही ऊपर आधारित है ना. हाँ, तो इसके पीछे का let me find सचित. In that way, going beyond all this panchakosha, when that satyam jnanam anantam brahma, when we find, अरे यही तो है, इसके अलावा और कुछ क्या है? That observation of thread in the cloth, very interesting, no? We talk about cloth, we use the cloth, everything okay. But when you go into the cause of the cloth, See the thread. In the thread, there is no cloth only, but it was appearing. In the gold, no ornament only, but appearing and enchanting and deluding us to such an extent that the cloth and ornament are real, the thread and gold is never talked only. So too, any of the Dendriya Manabuddhyadi we take or Panchakoshas we take are the Rupanam of the entire universe. In their substratum, what we find is Satchit Parabrahma only. When you see that Sat Parabrahma, Chit Parabrahma in the Satchit Paramatma, all these, the Rupanam outside Panchakosha here, where are they? They are not there. When you look at the water, where is the wave? When you look at the mud, where is the pot? You understood? When you look at the Brahman, where is the Jagat? Gone. This is called Dhyanam of Lord Krishna after the 5 Dhyanams of Rupa Nama, Leela Guna, Dhama. This is the Swarupa Dhyana. It is ultimate. In the Swarupa Dhyana final stages, the entire world substratum and Lord Krishna Rama, whosoever Bhakta you are, his substratum, and I who was doing worship of the Lord, serving the world, my own substratum are not 3, it is 1, it is discovered. So that one substratum only, Jiva, Jagatu, Ishvara, Leela it is doing. Ishvaro, Guru, Atma, iti Murti Bheda Vibhagine, Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya, Dakshinamurte Namaha. You understand? That is called as Swarupa Dhyanam of the Lord. As much as possible, keep on doing. So, inside Swarupa Dhyanam, in the heart, again Bhakti to Bhagavan, in his Saguna Sakara, outside also, everything is Bhagavan only. Be a Bhakta or Jignasu. जिज्ञासु के रूप में तत्व का खोज करते निकलो, भक्त के रूप में सारे जगत का प्रेम भक्ति से सेवा. Please remember, survival is not at all difficult. अरे थोड़ा भक्त बना के दिखाओ दुनिया को, दुनिया तो दासोहम बन रही है आपको, क्या चाहिए सबको दे रही है. दुनिया दे रही मीन्स भगवान योगक्षेम महावीर. Like I do these 2-3 classes. No, the Lord is sending someone to feed me. अब मेरे को और क्या चाहिए? कहीं से आ रहा है खाने को. What is the problem? Living is never difficult. Lord will give. भक्त बनो बस, बाकी सब बकवास. शुद्ध्यातः. Is it not beautiful? Excellent. Aha. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam, Krishna Mangalam, Krishna Rupa Mangalam. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam, Krishna Mangalam, Krishna Nama Mangalam. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam, Krishna Mangalam, Krishna Leela Mangalam. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam, Krishna Mangalam, Krishna Guna Mangalam. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam, Krishna Mangalam, Krishna Dhama Mangalam. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam, Krishna Mangalam, Krishna Swarupa Mangalam. बस इन सबका ध्यान. ध्यान मंगलम, ध्यान मंगलम. रिमेन इन दैट ध्यान. ध्यान 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 ज्यादा चाहिए. Our Shravana should lead to Kirtana. Shravana Kirtana should lead to Smarana is equal to Dhyana. Is it not? ध्यानम थोड़ा गंभीर होता है, स्मरण मानसिक वृत्ति, ध्यान थोड़ा बुद्धि का है. Okay, we will see that Dharana Dhyana Samadhi. When about Ashtanga Yoga we will study, we will see in Bhagavad, in our Patanjali Yoga Darshanam. So we have understood the third one, Sutaha, Samkirtitaha, Dhyataha. Fourth one, today we will see Pujitascha. The fourth sadhana by which the Lord can be invited, established in our heart permanently is Pujitaha, Puja Karna. Puja is that thing in which entire dravya, entire vyaktitva layers, including karmendriyas, jnanendriyas, Antakarana, including Aham, all of them respectfully, reverentially offering to the Lord is called as puja. Please remember, puja means arpana. Throughout life, remember it. We only do one arpana of the dravya outside. And we conclude that that alone is puja. Now, while doing the arpana of the dravya, all the karmendriyas, jnanendriyas also are involved in doing that arpana. Therefore, they are also arpana to the God. So too, the antakarana maha lakar, mana buddhi, we have to do that puja. Then entire vyaktitva is arpita in puja to Lord. Finally, the ego which was doing all that puja, that also is offered to the Lord. Point one. Point two, among all variety of Adhyatmic sadhanas, it is the puja sadhana, though it is considered as the first one compared to the higher ones, but in that only all sadhanas can be achieved. Puja of a Lord. That is why in our Sanatana Dharma, even in the Vedic period also, there are pujas and upasanas are there. In the Puranic Kala, they are made more refined and given to us, appealing to us. The various pujas. Okay. In these pujas, all the things come. Yagna Yagadi will come, upasanas will come. And in the upasanas of each of the devata, in different way, the paddhatis are there of upasana. All of them are in puja, part of the puja. Lord Shiva, if you take, for him the puja is Abhisheka Pradanaha. Therefore, Rudradi chant karte हुए Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya Om Namaste Rudramanyama Uto Taishave Namaha Namaste Astu Dhanvane Bahubhyam Utate. So, he is Abhisheka Priya. Therefore, that puja is marked for God, Lord Shiva. For Lord Vishnu, he is the Alankara Priya, Naivedya Priya. They were all the Krishna avatars, Vishnu avatara. For them, we are busy in doing variety of alankaras and abhishekas. And then for mother, it is the Archana Priya, the Kunkuma Archana, the Pushpa Archana. We have seen yesterday in our Lalita chanting and all. So, mother will be happy with the Archana Adi. Satsahasranama Archana, Ashtotra Shatanama Archana. They are used for Shiva and Lord Vishnu, everybody, but more specifically to her. In this way, every one of them become the part of puja. Therefore, through this puja vidhana also, we can make the Lord establish in our heart. One. Second is that this puja is done in two steps. The second ultimate step is doing that puja in our own heart. But before coming to the level of doing the puja in the heart, we have to do it outside because at this moment our Dehendra Manabuddhi are outside. Once we learn doing upasanas, pujas outside, same thing. Only the difference is as the outer dravyas are there in outer puja, those outer dravyas will not be there except that one. Everything as it is done outside, inside also to be done now. In that way. Puja is one thing in which, so many steps are involved because of which the mind gets entertained. Even though so many steps are there, but because all of them are for the Lord, we are in the devotion and in tune with the Lord only all the time. Is it not? That is why, having mandira in our puja room, also inviting the Mahatmas into our house, throughout the day engaging in serving them with puja bhava, makes our entire personality a bhakta, a upasaka, a pujari. Through that Bhagavan enters into our heart. Okay? Now in this Puja Vidhanam, we have spoken on the Puja Vidhanam. It is available in YouTube in our ABC Divine channel. Around 25 devatas. How to do the Manasika Puja, including Ashtotras and all, we have recorded and put it in English only. You can listen to all that. What here we can say is generally in puja there are three steps. Three parts, let us say. First part is called Purva Puja. Second is Madhya or Mukhya Puja. Madhya. Third one is Uttara Puja. Okay? In the Purva Puja, all the arrangements made up to the Dhyanam of the Lord. Okay? In the Uttara Puja, right from the Dhyanam, all the Shodasha Upachara Puja is done up to Bhagavan ka Mangala Arati. Okay? Let us say Mangala Arati, Atma Pradakshina Namaskara. After that, in the Uttara Puja, every of these special pujas, finally doing the prarthana to the Lord, for which we have done that puja, and then sending the Lord from where we have invited him again to invite tomorrow. That is called as Uttara Puja. So Purva Puja, all preparations. Madhya Puja, the Dhyana Adi. Uttara Puja, all the Rajopachara Ityadi. Finally, भगवान का विदाई करना वहाँ. This is how the puja is done. So what I will do for 15 minutes. Tomorrow is Purva Puja's few steps we'll see. Then Madhyama Puja's 16 steps I will tell you. Only vocally. Then the Uttara Puja mein what are they? All of that, spending that 40 minutes or 1 hour. In the beginning it will take 1.5 hours. With practice it comes to an hour. With more matured preparations, etc., 35 to 40 minutes, you can enjoy puja of any of the devata whom you have selected. Okay, depending on your own inclination, whichever the Ishta devata you have selected, unka puja vidhana, our rishis, munis, gurus, they have done and they have given to us in the pustaka rupa, you follow. देखो भाई, anything you follow, but follow with all rules, regulations, with thorough maturity understanding, we reach. Just go through whichever the book you are following, see anything to be edited or added under the consideration or consultation of any elderly person whom you consider as guru, then they will say, भाई ये थोड़ा तो add करोगे ना, then start doing it, that's it. Don't get distracted. देखो एक बार आप अपने गुरुओं से जो पूजा का जप का लेते हो ना दीक्षा, you do not change it now. वही आपको तारेगा, करते जाओ करते जाओ करते जाओ करते तार रहा है. Like through the knowledge we are gaining in every class, our ignorance is getting reduced. Our capacity of immunity and prevention is growing, that we are not allowing Kali to enter us. हर दिन हो रहा है हमको. Don't think that result नहीं आ रहा. हो रहा है वो. Don't look at the spiritual results in the form of the भौतिक वस्तुस, material के रूप में नहीं होता. आध्यात्मिक साधना का फल ज्ञान के रूप में, सही ज्ञान के रूप में, सही निर्णय के रूप में, सत्कर्म के रूप में एक्सप्रेस होता है. सत्कर्म के रूप में. All that we can see. So tomorrow that 20-15 minutes, not even that much, थोड़ा करके we will do. मानसिक पूजा also, because it has come in the part of भगवान कृष्ण. ठीक है, भागवत खत्म भी हो रहा है ना हमको धीरे धीरे, 1-2 महीने लगेंगे. Because I have to do the other Skanda Purana Antargata, that also we have to do. Mahatmya also. Okay, we touched the fourth sadhana of puja, pujitaha, and explanation tomorrow we do. With that, this shloka will be completed. Thereafter, example is given, Yata Ahimni. Thereafter, variety of sadhanas are told, and we are told that among all of them, as much Shuddhata or removal of Kali happens by establishing Bhagavan in the heart, will not happen through any of the other sadhanas. Therefore, establishing the Lord in the heart is given the most importance by Shukadeva. For that, what are the sadhanas? That is what we are seeing from last 4 days. Therefore, towards the last few shlokas, he says, Tasmat Sarvatmana. Therefore, by all means, see to it that the Lord, your Ishtadevata, is established permanently in your heart. Oh, this is how this chapter has some 6-7 beautiful shlokas, powerful shlokas, worthy of biting the shlokas, knowing the meaning and practicing. And that is why Bhagavan made us to repeatedly study one shloka. I am also confused how come for these few shlokas so many days we are spending. अब फिर भी दिमाग में तो बैठ ही नहीं रहा. देखो कितने कली दोष. Ashraddha is one big dosh of the kali. Nirlaksham is another. Ashraddha, then you know that not taking it sincerely or seriously. These are all the dushta doshas. And the world we take so sincere seriously. You know how seriously we night only prepare for the next day's idli and dosha. In the breakfast time only, how intelligently we plan for the lunch. During the lunch only, how sincere, how serious. कि उसमें चरितार्थता, धन्यता, कृतकृत्यता we feel. कितना देखो कुछ लोगों को ना क्या प्लान्ड होते हैं. दे हैव देयर ओन किचन वेल सेट. सोमवार का ये खाना, ब्रेकफास्ट लंच, मंगलवार, बुधवार, गुरुवार. सो स्वामी जी देखा मेरे घर में इतना बड़े सिस्टमैटिक. सिस्टमैटिक इज वेरी गुड बट इट्स ओनली अबाउट द. यार वही सेम चीज अपने अध्यात्म के लिए भी करो. सिंसियर हियर वी आर. इफ दैट कम्स टू अस, यू नो, हो गया काम. भगवान से वही प्रार्थना करो. भगवान गिव मी सिंसियरिटी, गिव मी द सीरियसनेस. लेट मी नॉट टेक दिस स्पिरिचुअलिटी लाइट और ग्रांटेड. लेट मी लिव फॉर इट. लेट मी डू एवरीथिंग फॉर इट. गिव मी दोज कन्विक्शंस. गिव मी दोज एनर्जीज एंड कैपेसिटीज. गिव मी द पक्का परापर वैराग्य to get out of these wretched things which I am doing time again and again and again, and giving so much of time for the minimum required things. एक घंटा खाता हूँ गधे की तरह, 40 मिनट नहाता हूँ उल्लू की तरह. उल्लू नहीं नहाता है. इज इट नॉट? 4 घंटे टीवी देखता हूँ, 2 घंटे गप्पे मारता हूँ, 12 घंटे सोता हूँ, फिर भी 12 बज जाता है मेरा. इज इट नॉट? टेल द लॉर्ड, ओ भगवान, हेल्प मी इन ऑल दिस, हेल्प मी इन रिमूविंग. एंड वी आल्सो शुड ट्राई. काय की जिंदगी है विदाउट भगवान, साधना एंड टेस्ट, है ना. इतने साल हो गए, एक सूक्तम पढ़ना नहीं आता, एक स्तोत्र by heart नहीं आता. शर्म नहीं आता? क्योंकि ये सब नहीं आता. एक जप एक संख्या में नहीं किया. ओम नमः शिवाय 6 लाख बार करो. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय 12 लाख बार करो. Then what are we doing? Entertaining, just coming to class, sitting, sleeping. And I am sleeping while talking. You are listening and to sleeping. Common is sleeping. This is how we have to find ourselves where we are going wrong. Try to rectify. Take God's grace, take Guru's grace. Pray to them, plead them. Jukyo like a murderer pleads in front of the judge. मुझे मैं गलती से कर दिया, मुझे माफ करो. ये जैसा गलती हो गया. If really his intention is clear, judge instead of being दफा 300 सजाए मौत की वजह, he will give okay क्या that, you know, क्या कहते हैं, जीवन भर वाला खैद. That way we have to get it out. Hey भगवान, I am helpless. I don't know what to do without, you know, कोई समझ नहीं आ रहा. I mean utter ignorance that these worldliness only happening. करो कुछ करो, ऐसे जादू फेरो मेरे ऊपर कि may I become yours. ऐसा निरंतर करते जाना. Like every day in our Sankalpa we are doing Parat Brahmanava Siddhartham. Like a pagal we are doing. Why pagal? Because we don't know whom we are asking what. But this asking only slowly will impress the Lord. One day will give that ability to do meditation, convenience to do meditation. In that state of meditation, Panchakosha Viveka, crossing each one of them, discovering the Hrudaya Antargata Satyam Jnanandam Brahma, that will happen. With that faith we are doing every day. So the prayers. So may all of us not waste our life. May our study of Shastras does not go waste. May we sincerely, seriously put our efforts and invoke the grace. Thus, enjoy our sincere sadhana. Thank you. Sarvam Krishnarpanam Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. बोल श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. ओम भर्गो देवस्ति प्राणाय पानाय व्यानाय ब्रह्मणे ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्मविर् ब्रह्माग्नो ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्म समाधिना. अन्नं चतुर्विधं स्वादु रसैषु नैवेद्यं शाल्येन मध्यमध्यमोष्णमस्तपाद प्रक्षालनाचमनताम्बूल नीराजानस्य. ओम नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण नित्य जगन्मोहन बालगोपाल ओम भक्तजनाधार परमदयावार्ति मुक्तिसंदा गीतामृत परम योगीश पार्थसार रूप कृष्णा सर्व मंगलम राम सद्गुरु सर्व मंगल ओम न तत्र सूर्यवातारकमेव नारायणाय देवाय तन्नो सुदास नमो ब्रह्मादिदेव देवीमेव नाम ब्रह्मलोकाभिनयासाय विष्णुवैवनाथ और श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय श्री वेद व्यास सुखदेव सूतादि समस्त भागवताचार्य की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय बोल श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद थैंक यू रामा कृष्ण ओम श्री कृष्ण शरणम मम रीड बैक फॉर अवर अध्यात्म रामायणम थोड़ा देखेंगे